Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? This is Casual706 here, back with another Transformers unboxing slash review. Today I have Transformers Combiner Wars Protectobot First Aid. Now, as we see from the packaging, they come packaged with a comic in the background. Here we have the actual figure and a picture of him in his vehicle mode. On the back of the package here, we have him in his robot mode, him in his vehicle mode. It says it's going to be 8 steps to transform him. And we have a depiction of him with his fellow Protectobot teammates in their combined form as Defensor. In the top left-hand corner, we have a short bio. The bio reads, "First Aid is just as likely to be the first on the scene to help a wounded bot as he is to show up to repair a broken dishwasher. To the Protectobot medic, the greatest enemy is malfunction, human bot or machine. If it's broken, first aid won't carry on until it's back up and running." So that's what you get as far as the packaging. I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up so we can take a look at the toy itself. Alright, so now out of the package, this is what we get figure-wise. He's going to come packaged with a comic book. All of these guys are coming packaged with comic books that just kind of depict them on the front cover of the comic. And on the back they have an extended bio for the character. I'm not actually going to read the bio or go through the comic book. If you guys want to read that, you're going to have to pick up the toy and check out the comic for yourself. So I'm going to stick that off to the side. Now, of course, they're going to come packaged with instructions. Instructions are going to show how to turn from robot to vehicle mode and vice versa. And it's also going to show how to turn him into his limb mode for Defensor or whatever combiner you choose to connect him to. So I'll fan these instructions by real quick so you can take a peek at them. That's what we get. And the instruction booklets are actually double-sided. So I'll fan the other side by here. Let's see, it's showing Defensor in his combined mode there. This is just basically showing how to do the limbs or arms. Alright, so on to the good part, the actual toy. Now he comes packaged with a couple of weapons here. First aid is going to come with a axe that you can pose with first aid like that. And he's also going to come with a hand/foot attachment that they use with Defensor. These can also double as little arm cannons for him that you could kind of stick like that to have it displayed as a weapon if you wanted, if you weren't combining these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side. The axe actually has a tab on the side too, so you'll be able to display it in vehicle mode and you'll be able to use it in robot mode. So that's what you get there. Now we'll take a look at this guy's articulation here. Now he's kind of got the backpack thingy going on here, so that's going to kind of limit some of the arm movement. Arm wise, you'll be able to lift it up. They have these little shoulder flares now, so you're not going to get 360 degrees of rotation out of the shoulder. You can get 360 degrees out of the arm though, because there is a ball joint right there. And of course he'll have his elbow joint, which is super stiff. Okay, you'd have to actually, there's a little tab here that you got to kind of untab it to be able to get that elbow joint out of it. So he's got an elbow joint. Other arm is the same thing. You can get 360 degrees of rotation out of the little ball joint there on his arm, and of course this arm also has the elbow. Now leg wise, legs are going to go, you're not going to get them all the way up because of that little edge there, but the thigh will have 360 degrees of rotation, and he'll have a knee joint of course. Other leg, same thing, you're not going to get it all the way up because of that. but at the thigh it will spin around 360 degrees, and it'll also have that knee joint there for you to bend up. So you can get a pretty decent range of poses out of these guys. You can do some pretty cool stuff. Now, and the head, of course, will have 360 degrees of rotation too. Usually you turn those the opposite way to kind of hide them in vehicle mode, so you won't see it at the bottom of the vehicle. Now, overall, pretty happy with the color scheme and everything. It does look like the G1 First Aid, kind of updated with better articulation. Can't complain about the way he looks at all. I think it looks pretty cool. So, and that's the back of the figure. A couple little hollow points and stuff, but you don't really see the back of these guys anyway, so it doesn't matter. And looks like my Autobot symbol is a little, I suppose it's alright. Looked a little crooked, but it's all good. Alright, so I'm going to go through it real quick here and show you how to transform this guy into his vehicle mode. So all of these Combiner Wars figures are pretty similar. They all kind of have the same transformation scheme. So like right here, we'll split the leg apart, and the leg will actually fold up and close around itself. So you got to get this all the way down to the bottom here, and then you close that up. Well, it looks like his arms are actually going to come up. Or they'll go into the side. Yeah, I'm doing it right. So the same thing with the other leg. You open it up here like that. Fold the leg down into itself like that. Then you... Whoop, I spun it around the wrong way. So facing that way, and just kind of close it up on itself like that. They should kind of tab into the back of the truck here, if I can get them lined up right. There is a little tab in here, if I can get them to, if I can get it to go in. Alright, mine's acting a little pesky. And then the hood here will fold up. We'll spin his head around facing in, like I say, to hide it in the vehicle mode. We'll just bring that on down here. Then the arms are going to push down into the side of the vehicle like that. We're going to do the same thing with the other arm. The hood may be a little hard to get down in place. You push the arms down and into the side of the vehicle mode, and then the front will just click all in together there. As I mentioned, this back is supposed to tab in, but I've got a fault with mine apparently. That tab is not allowing me to tab it in together. So yeah, mine has got a little problem with it, so I'm not able to close it all the way up. But that's what you're going to have as far as his ambulance mode here, like that. That's what it'll look like. And like I said, you can display the weapons on the side if you wanted to. You could do like that for the hand foot blaster thing, and the other side you could put the axe on the side, just kind of as a way to carry it. And these guys usually have a couple of peggable spots on it, and I really don't see many. I don't believe that that's gonna, yeah, that one's not gonna work as a peg. It's just these two side ones for first aid. So that's what you get there. So take them off, take a look at the bottom in vehicle mode. There's the side, the back of the vehicle, other side, and the front. So that's what you get as far as the vehicle mode with first aid. Alright, now to turn this guy into limbs is super easy. We'll have to move the legs out of the way, pop the hood back out of the way, and then this little rotation piece here, you just bring it over to get the click, to get the little click in point for the just alts. And then you're going to close the legs back up like that. So this, and then you take the little foot peg here and you put it at the bottom of the toy. So this is how Hasbro is advising to do the foot mode, if that's what you're going to do with this guy. They do them like this. Now me personally, I don't like how short and stubby the combiners look when they're closed up like that. So I actually open the legs up here, stretch them out like it was in robot mode, if you will, and that's how I would have it. That's how I'll have it as a leg mode for Defensor if I choose to make him a leg. It just makes the overall combiner a lot taller and looks more menacing. So that's how I prefer to do it. And then as far as an arm, super easy. You're just going to move this tab down to the side there so it would connect as an arm. And down here at the what was the foot, there's a little tab right here. You'll flip the hand out, and then the thumb actually switches both different ways. You can have it like this if it's going to be a left arm, and then if it's going to be a right arm, you can just switch the thumb around to the other side. So that's basically going to wrap up the unboxing slash review for First Aid, for Transformers Combiner Wars Protectobot First Aid. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to my review unboxings. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more Transformer unboxings in the near future. Thanks again for the view, guys. Casual706 out.